What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken, and today, guys, we're going to talk about my 10 most anticipated Blu-ray and 4K titles that are coming out in the month of December 2022. And I'm actually really excited to talk about this month. When I was first getting ready to look into it, I was like, is this going to be a boring month? But then I got into it. I was like, damn, there's some stuff coming out in this month that I feel like I've been looking forward to all year. Just some really great stuff coming out this month. But before we get into it, guys, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We talk about physical media on this channel all the time. Blu-rays, 4Ks, movies, only the movies that you love. If you like that kind of thing, all that stuff there behind me, then definitely consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, be sure to like this video, guys. Liking videos is very, very underrated. And then leave me a comment down below of everything that's coming out in the month of December. We're going to talk about my 10 most anticipated. We'll also do some honorable mentions as well. And then we'll talk about a few other notable titles that are coming out this month. So let me know what you're the most excited for in the comment section below. Obviously, I'm not going to cover everything. I do that every week on my physical media report on Monday. So I'll leave it for that and just cover I'll do the highlights here today. But again, what I consider to be the highlights and what you consider to be the highlights may be two different things. So I'm going to cover as much as I can, I guess is what I'm trying to say here today. But yeah, comment down below what you're the most excited about, and then turn on those bell notifications for all future videos. So this is my 12th one. Why do I always have to do this in my theory? This is my 12th. I would do the pew, pew. This is my 12th of my most anticipated for the month video this year. I've been doing this since January, and it's been a very successful video series on the channel. So we're definitely going to keep doing them in 2023. And plus, I really enjoy making these type of videos. I just love getting not only you guys hyped for the stuff that's coming out in the coming month, but also myself hyped up for it. So I am really excited for some stuff. Let's get into it, guys. We got my first most anticipated title that's coming out this month. This is a serious heavy hitter, and that is Pulp Fiction, coming out on 4K on December the 6th from Paramount. And we're getting a 4K with a slipcover for $19.59, and we're getting a 4K steelbook for $27.99 as well. So me being a huge Pulp Fiction fan, this is, depending on the day of the week you ask me, Kill Bill, Pulp Fiction, I'll say Kill Bill is probably my favorite, but also Pulp Fiction. I'll say Pulp Fiction today because the 4K is getting ready to come out. But I love Pulp Fiction. It is my favorite Quentin Tarantino film, and I am super excited to see this movie in 4K. Now, Reservoir Dogs we just got from Lionsgate. It was a killer transfer. That movie looked phenomenal. So I am hoping, we don't always get the best transfers with Paramount, so I am hoping that they put their heart and soul into this one and they give us a truly wonderful, just shockingly good Pulp Fiction 4K transfer. Something like The Godfather is what I'm expecting from Paramount here with this movie. Not like Inglourious Basterds last year. Let's not do that, even though that was Universal, but let's not do that. Let's get a solid Quentin Tarantino 4K with Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction deserves solid treatment. So very excited for this movie, getting to watch it on 4K for the first time. I'm probably going to double dip on this one because I love this movie, and I got the Reservoir Dogs slipcover and steelbook, so I'm going to get the steelbook and the 4K slipcover on this one because I love both the covers on them. But yeah, Pulp Fiction on 4K coming out on December the 6th, the first week of December, coming out with a bang, and also coming out in the first week of December. This is my number 2 that we're getting ready to talk about, and that is Black Christmas, coming out on 4K on December the 6th from Scream Factory, and this is getting a regular 4K edition with the slipcover for $29.99. What am I talking about? It's only getting a 4K regular edition for $29.99, but it's also getting a pen set, so if you want some of the pens with it, Scream Factory has a special package for that on their website, and that'll be $96.98. So wow. That's like $66, $67 more dollars for some pens. Like, they really upcharge you for the pens on Scream Factory. But you'll also get a poster if you order from Scream Factory as well. So Black Christmas on 4K. I feel like this movie, with the Christmas aesthetic and just the look of this movie, I feel like this has the potential to really wow us with the 4K transfer. So I'm really looking forward to this one. And it's another Bob Clark film on 4K. He also directed A Christmas Story. So I'm excited to get more Bob Clark on 4K for sure. But yeah, Black Christmas. I've only seen this movie twice, but I really love this movie. This is a great kind of proto-slasher at the beginning of the 70s. This was before Halloween. A lot of people want to give credit to Halloween for being the first slasher, but Black Christmas kind of did it before Halloween did. So yeah, I'm really excited for this one. If you haven't checked out Black Christmas, I'm telling you right now, it is a great slasher film from the early 70s. Check this one out. I'm telling you, it'll be worth it. But yeah, Black Christmas, I am very excited about. That's my number 2 most anticipated. Let's get into my number 3. I wanted to watch this movie for Nicolas Cage month. I never got around to it. I know it has a Shout Factory Blu-ray, but I never bought it. I actually only own a copy of this movie on DVD, and that is Adaptation, coming out on 4K on December the 6th from Sony, and this is going to be $22.50. So really excited to check this one out. I know this is a Spike Jonze film, also written by Charlie Kaufman, who also wrote Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. So I'm very excited for this one. It's got Meryl Streep in it. It's got Chris Cooper. It's got Nicolas Cage, of course. And I've heard great things about this movie. And just looking at the covers that this has, like, it's going to have a slipcover, but also the cover on the actual 4K case. All that stuff looks incredible. And also Sony has just been killing it with their 4K transfer this year. So I'm expecting this one to be one of the best transfers of the year, because Sony's just been killing it with everything they've been doing all year. Like, I Know What You Did Last Summer was an incredible 4K transfer, and so was Fright Night as well. So I'm really excited to watch Adaptation for the first time on 4K on December the 6th. So let's get into my 4th most anticipated, and I'm kind of excited to see this movie, but it also has the potential to let me down, and that is Clerks 3, coming out on December the 6th from Lionsgate. Now, you will be getting a 4K Steelbook with this for $21.99. That's what I'm excited to get, because it's a Lionsgate Steelbook, and it looks freaking awesome. And you can also get it a regular Blu-ray for $16.09 as well. And I think there's a Walmart edition Blu-ray floating around there also. But Clerks 3, look, I love the first 2 Clerks films. I love the first one. And when the second one came out, like, I really loved that movie as well. So I've really enjoyed both of the Clerks films, but also, like, Jay and Silent Bob Reboot, I enjoyed that for the stupidness that it was and all the references and callbacks that it made to older Kevin Smith movies, because I was a big Kevin Smith fan growing up. But that wasn't exactly a good movie. So I hope that Clerks 3, I've actually heard some decent things here and there. I'm hoping that Clerks 3 delivers in the way that I want it to, in the way that it needs to for this franchise, and concludes the trilogy in a really solid way, a really powerful way. I'm really hoping for Clerks 3 to deliver. And next up, let's get into my number 5 most anticipated, and there can be only one. There can be only one 5th most anticipated on my list, and that, of course, is Highlander, coming out on 4K on December the 13th from Lionsgate. So this is going to have a 4K, a regular 4K slipcover, which I actually really like the artwork on that, for $17.25. And you're also going to get a 4K steelbook as well for $21.99. So I really like the steelbook. I really like the slipcover. God, I can't keep double dipping on everything this month, so I'm going to have to pick and choose, but I might actually have to double dip on this, especially since the 4K is actually pretty cheap. Like, Lionsgate prices their stuff, like, so good. Like, it's so affordable for everybody. Like, even the steelbooks, like, these steelbooks are awesome with slipcovers. I cannot praise Lionsgate enough. I know I helped them win an award, but I just have to keep praising them because I love the work they do with these steelbooks, and this Highlander steelbook just looks off the charts insanely awesome. So super excited to watch Highlander, because I have not seen this movie, so getting to watch it in 4K for the first time, sure, sign me up. I am really excited to check this one out, see what this whole there can be only one thing that everybody keeps talking about is all about. But yeah, super excited to check out Highlander on 4K, and that comes out on December the 13th. We also got another one that this is probably my most anticipated, coming out on December the 13th. We got Carrie coming out on 4K from Screen Factory. So we're going to have multiple editions and packages of this. So there is a 4K, a regular 4K for $27.99. We're also getting a 4K Steelbook for $29.99. And both of those freaking look awesome. I love just the traditional Carrie poster artwork for the Screen Factory, like, regular 4K, but also the Steelbook I love as well. So God, this is going to be the month of the double dip for me. I'm not going to be able to pick up too much outside of, like, this stuff that I'm really looking forward to, because I want the 4K and I want the Steelbook on both of these, and this is going to be actually pretty pricey at about $60 if I double dip on this. But yeah, I love both the Steelbook and the 4K on this one, so I might end up getting the package on the Shout Factor website. website just so I can get this one in early. But there's multiple editions and packages. You can get pins and posters, and there's the whole thing with Carrie, the 4K and the Steelbook together as well. So just look it up on Screen Factory's website. But yeah, Carrie on 4K. This is going to look incredible. I'm just picturing that whole prom sequence at the end with the fire and the blood and just the colors, and that's going to look fantastic in 4K. I hope that Screen Factory delivers on this one for sure. Now let's get into my 7th most anticipated, and that is Silent Night, Deadly Night 3 through 5. Coming out on December the 13th from Lionsgate. A lot of cool Lionsgate stuff coming out this month. Also Screen Factory as well. But 1732 for 3 movies. Yeah, all 3 of these movies are probably objectively terrible. But I'm really looking forward to watching them because I remember watching all the Silent Night, Deadly Night movies when I was a kid. I watched 1 through 4. But I actually never knew that a 5th one existed until recently. So I barely remember 3 and 4. So it'll be fun to kind of go back and revisit those and then get to watch 5 for the first time in this set right here. So I don't know if this is going to be a multi-disc set. I have to imagine that it will be. But again, it's another Vestron video release. Again, coming out from Lionsgate, but it is the Vestron video line. So really excited to get this one for sure and just get another Vestron video line. Just they've been doing great work as well. Just with super, again, it's Lionsgate, but they're just super affordable with their prices. So yeah, how can you beat that? 1732 for 3 movies. Yes, they might not be the best, but 1732, you cannot beat it. So Silent Night, Deadly Night 3 through 5, I am really looking forward to. That's my 7th most anticipated. Let's get into my number 8 most anticipated, and that is War Games, coming out on 4K from Shout Factory on December the 20th. See what I'm saying? Shout Factory is killing it this month. So this is coming out on December the 20th for $27.99. So War Games starring Matthew Broderick. I've actually never seen this movie, so again, another one that I'll get to watch for the first time in 4K. So again, don't know too much about it, but I am excited to pick that one up. We also got to talk about my number 9, and that is House of the Dragon, coming out on 4K from Warner Brothers on December the 20th. So God, I love this show. I love this show so freaking much, and I do not usually buy TV seasons. Like, I do not buy TV seasons, but I have to get this one because I just love this show so much, and I'm really interested in getting into this show, the special features and all that stuff. I'm sure they're going to have some special features, maybe some audio commentaries or something like that. Maybe they don't have any of that, but I'm really excited to get to own this physically on 4K. It looked great on streaming, but I'm sure it can look even better with an actual physical disc. And I cannot express to you guys enough, if you have not watched House of the Dragon, first off, if you're a Game of Thrones fan that hasn't watched House of the Dragon, watch House of the Dragon because you will love that show. Don't be one of those people that's like, season 8 sucked, I'm not even going to bother with House of... Don't be one of those people, okay? House of the Dragon is freaking awesome. To me, it's easily one of the best things, movies, television, that I've seen in like the past 5 years. Like this, to me, the first season of House of the Dragon reaches those heights of the best seasons of Game of Thrones. So I cannot express to you guys enough how great this show is. December the 20th, you can own it physically for $54.97. You can also get a 4K Steelbook of this for $59.99 as well. And there's a Blu-ray option. But who wants the Blu-ray? You want to experience this with Dolby Vision HDR in the best possible setup, because I'm telling you right now, this show is amazing. It is a visual feast for the eyes. So definitely pick this up in 4K. So I'm super excited about it. I love the cover artwork on this release as well. And let's get into my final most anticipated, my number 10 for the month of December, and that is Terrifier 2, coming out on December the 27th from Cinedigm. So we're getting a ton of different editions of this. You're getting a Walmart Blu-ray Steelbook for $19.96. You're getting a Best Buy 4K for $22.99, and you're getting an Amazon Blu-ray Collector's Edition that kind of looks like a Screen Factory for $19.99. So I did not get a chance to see this movie, but I've been hearing the hype, especially from the horror community. Everybody is hyping up this movie, saying it's absolutely insane, and you have to see it if you're a horror fan. I watched the first Terrifier. Based on that, I didn't feel like I needed to see this one, but based on the hype that everybody's been talking about this movie and hyping it up, now I got to see it. So I'm probably going to get that Best Buy 4K when it comes out. Now, the Best Buy, the 4K seems to be exclusive to Best Buy, so you can only get the 4K from Best Buy, and then you get the Blu-ray Walmart Steelbook from Walmart, and then Amazon Blu-ray $19.99. I don't think there's any other editions. I feel like these are just all different like exclusive editions, but this comes out on December the 27th, so again, I'm excited to check this one out. See if Art the Clown can finally deliver for me in 4K. Let's get into some of my honorable mentions, because like I said, there's a lot of really cool stuff coming out this month. We have 48 Hours and another 48 Hours. Those are both going to be $25.99, and you can also get both of them on 4K together for a little bit of a cheaper option for $39.99. Now, these are coming out from Paramount on December the 6th, so I'm a big fan of 48 Hours. I watched that for the first time this year. Absolutely loved it. Now, I do have the Paramount Presents edition, but I feel like this movie will actually look pretty damn good in 4K. It's a Walter Hill film. He directs some really like visually gritty films, and I feel like this one's going to look really awesome in 4K. So I do want to get this one in 4K, and then if I get this one in 4K, I kind of have to get the sequel in 4K as well. Now, I have not seen that one at all. I don't own that Paramount Presents edition, so I am excited to see another 48 Hours for the first time, even though I've heard not so great things about it. We also have Nightmare at Noon coming out from Arrow Video for $27.99. I'm actually kind of intrigued to pick that one up and check it out. I haven't really heard anything about it. It just looks like a cool cover. It looks like a cool title. I like branching out and experiencing some of the random like Arrow Video like horror titles from the 80s and 90s that they come out with. Sometimes you get some good stuff in there, like a Hell High, which I really enjoyed this year. So I'm hoping for the same with this one. We also got Ghost Watch coming out for 101 Films for $19.99 on December the 13th. So I've heard incredible things about this movie. I heard it's scary as hell, so I'm excited to get that one for sure. We also got The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3 coming out on 4K from Kino Lorber for $27.99. Now, I've seen the remake. I enjoy the remake directed by Tony Scott, but it will be cool to go back and watch the original. Again, it's not one that I'll definitely pick up. I'm kind of heads or tails on, but that's kind of all of the honorable mention stuff. It's stuff that I may or may not pick up this month, but The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3, it is a 4K Kino Lorber, and I do like collecting those. So I'm pretty sure I'll get this at some point. Don't know if it'll be December, but maybe in the early part of January. And last up, guys, coming out on December the 27th is Halloween Ends. And we're getting a 4K, we're getting a Blu-ray, we're getting steel books like Zavi exclusives, Best Buy exclusives, and we're getting a Walmart cover with the buddy cop pose of Jamie Lee Curtis and Corey Cunningham or Michael Myers or whoever the hell he is. And this is coming out from Universal. So this is in my honorable mentions. I'm probably going to grab this because I need the 4K slipcover that matches my other twos for Halloween Kills and also, you know, Halloween 2018. Now, I remember talking about Halloween Kills in the very first most anticipated video that I did at the beginning of this year, and it was not even in my honorable mentions because I did not like that movie that much. But I ended up picking it up. So I'm not going to lie to myself this time. I'm going to pick up Halloween Ends, so it's got to be in my honorable mentions, even though I'm not the biggest fan of the movie. I respected some parts of it, but not the biggest fan of the movie. But yeah, Halloween Ends is coming out on December the 27th. So let me know if you're going to pick up Halloween. Even though you didn't like it, let me know if the completionist in you is going to make you pick up that Halloween Ends 4K. Let me know that in the comment section below. So let's talk about some other notable releases coming out this month. We have the Shaw Scope Volume 2 Arrow Video Edition coming out on December the 6th. We have Smile coming out on 4K from Paramount on December the 13th. I just watched that movie on Paramount Plus, so I don't feel like I need to get that one. My Best Friend's Wedding's coming out on 4K from Sony on December the 13th. I do kind of want to get this, but I'll get it somewhere down the road when it's a little bit cheaper. I watched this movie recently. I'm not the biggest fan of this movie. But again, it's Sony, and I'm sure it's going to look incredible. And I actually really like the slipcover. Actually, I might actually get this, but I'm not going to put it in honorable mentions because I'm not too excited for it right now. The Woman King's coming out on 4K from Sony on December the 13th. Also going to get a Blu-ray. And then we got a Walk to Remember coming out from Shout Factory on December the 13th. Now, I know a lot of people are really excited for Walk to Remember coming out on Blu-ray for the first time. I remember liking that movie, but again, it's not something I need, especially not grabbing this movie for $27.99 day one when it comes out. Like, I'll wait till this one gets a little bit of a sale. That's way too much to spend on a Blu-ray. So look, guys, that is my most anticipated. That's my honorable mentions. That's some other notable releases. December, as you can see, as you can tell, is a absolutely stacked month, and I'm super excited to get into it, to start reviewing and watching and talking about these titles. I cannot wait. So that is my December most anticipated. Let me know what some of your most anticipated are in the comment section below. Also, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications, and follow me on all my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.